What's up, YouTube? Hey, I have had so many people reach out about live events and when I'm going to be on YouTube Live. So I'm going to jump on today for just a little bit, answer some questions. Hopefully some of you pick up, but I'm now scheduling YouTube Lives every Monday at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So if you want to jump on, plan on every Monday, 11 a.m. Mountain Standard. I'm going to be here, bring questions. You want to role play, we can role play. Love to be able to help you guys build your business. So as people are starting to jump on, we're getting some people right now coming in. Make sure to chat in the chat line right here, things that we can help you with, what questions you have. Guys, we were just in Atlanta, had an awesome experience. One of my guys that showed up, so cool. He comes up, gives me a big hug, and he's like, Duane, I'm buying a Toyota Tacoma with cash because of your program, what I've learned. And dude, you can't get better feelings than that, man. Had another guy out of Detroit, beast of a real estate agent, sells 80 plus homes, was just taking piles of notes. He's like, I have never heard. So shout out to Robert for coming all the way down from Detroit. But I've never heard so many questions, and it makes complete sense. And he said he's even started using the questions that he's learned in his cold calling, and it's made a big difference. Guys, question-based selling is so important. It is the only way that you're going to be able to get success immediately with the majority of your clients, because you're going to walk them through that process and help them to accomplish their goals. And it's because of them and what they want. They're going to tell you how to sell them. Okay. Going to be doing a question-based selling seminar in Atlanta or in Orlando. So if you guys are in the Florida area, you guys need to mark your calendars right now. It's going to be Friday. Let me make sure I'm giving you the right dates here. But it's going to be money. It's going to be Friday, the 14th. Friday the 14th, guys, of June. So plan on that. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. So we'd love to have you there. Let me know if you want more information on that. Text me. You guys always know I reach out. I talk to a lot of you guys on YouTube. In fact, I've talked to 4 or 5 people just today. I know Jeremy's talked to at least 4 or 5 people today. So you guys there's quite a few jumping on now. Hey, hit me up with questions. That's why I'm here. You got me for the next few minutes, and we're going to jump on Instagram with Jeremy and do a live there. So make sure you come find us on Insta after this. But what questions can I answer for you? Anybody want to role play something or walk through something over the phone? I'm going to throw my number in the chat group. As always, you guys are welcome to call me and see what we can help you do to blow up your business. Questions, hit me up, guys. I'm ready. That's what this is all about. Also going to be coming to Dallas, Texas area, going to be coming to LA. And so haven't scheduled those out yet, but we're probably looking end of June, July for those. And guys, it is so cool to see what the market's doing. If you're not hitting social media hard, that's another avenue where you need to hit it really, really hard. Coming to New York, Ray, dude, I'd love to come up to New York. My wife would love to come up and hit some Broadway shows while I'm out working on a conference. If you feel like you could pack the house, brother, I'll come. So let me know where and when, and we'd love to come up to New York. But for now, you need to jet over and make sure you come see us down in Florida. Come enjoy some warm weather. Questions. Ray, hit me up with some questions. What things are you guys experiencing? What's hard in the market? I think the biggest thing that I'm seeing with all the agents that I'm coaching is the fact that they think the market's hard. So this Thursday, I got to tell you a story. Saad is up in New York. The guy is talented, great guy. He's like, Duane, I feel like I'm knocking the market. I feel like I've talked to all the people. He's like, I feel like I'm bothering people. I don't feel like I have enough area left. Guys, here's what I told him. That's in your head. You got to get the mindset out, then you got to go knock. You got to go knock again. And you got to get out there and just continue to knock. Plan on knocking more areas, spending more time. Get out of your head that you're bothering people and that they need you. Guess what happened? I kid you not. Guess what happened? That night, he goes out and signs 2 listings. 2, folks. That's right. Get the balloons up there. This is good. Signs 2 listings. And I reach out to him, give him a huge shout out. And he's like, man, it is mindset. And it's going and it's pushing. And I said, the only time you should ever walk away from a door after you've knocked on it is two reasons. This is my forever home. I'm never moving. And I don't qualify. That's it. It's the only time you should ever walk away from a home and not give a full pitch. So if you're walking away before then, guys, you're missing the boat. Missing the boat. Now there's tons of people on here. Come on. Hit me up with some questions and let's chat through some of this. Anybody want to role play? Got my phone number. I'm waiting for it to ring off the hook. I know this was unannounced, so you guys can plan on Mondays, every Monday at 11 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. Set it on your clock. Set a reminder. Put it in your calendars. We're going to start doing these role play groups, and I want you to come with questions. What you've had that week. Plan on coming for a half hour, hitting out some good role play with you guys. But make sure that you're ready. Consistency is huge. So if you're not already role playing, you need to get in a role play group. We have a role play group with our group, all door to door. We do it twice a day. That's how important it is, guys. So twice a day. And if you're going to get confident at what you're doing, here's the confidence formula. Write it down. You got to have the know-how. So if you don't already know how to do what you're doing at a high level, you need to get trained. You need to get taught. Okay, once you have the know-how, you need to have purposeful repetition, which means you got to do it over and over and over again. That's why it takes people 10,000 hours to become a professional at anything. So once you have the know-how, purposeful repetition, you got to course correct. So you got to learn what you need to change and fix it. Once you do that, you become confident. Got that? So know-how, repetition, change, fix your errors, and you'll become confident. So Rick, thank you, brother. I appreciate you making a comment on here, asking some questions. I've been out door knocking on doors. We'll be out tomorrow, but I'm kind of slow moving because of health issues. Do you have anything that might be able to help me out when I'm out knocking? Now, if we're talking just health issues as far as, hey, I'm not able to move fast knocking doors, I see people using scooters, Segways, Vespas, whatever you feel like you can to get from door to door better. That will help speed up your numbers, Rick. And really, it's a numbers game. You want to get in front of people. The other thing you can do, Rick, is get to condos where there's 4 doors on one floor and they're right across the hall from each other. If there's condos in your area, that's where I tell you to get to, because you're going to have a high number of doors knocked in a short amount of time. So make sure you hit that up. Thanks for the question. What else you got? Come on, guys. That was easy. Let's give me something hard. I posted on Facebook today. If you guys aren't friends with me on Facebook, you got to go check out. But I went and posted on Facebook an investment property. Killer deal. Within 2 hours, 2.5 hours, I had it under contract. And I had 25 different people reach out to me. People were sending it to their friends who were calling me. I picked up a ton of investors from one post. Are you guys currently using Facebook? Are you using Instagram? Are you using LinkedIn, Twitter? If you're not, you should be, because that's where you can go and capture tons of people that want to learn from you. If you put interesting content out there, look at YouTube. I'm getting over, I think it was 90,000 hours watched right now just on this YouTube channel. Tells you what people are doing. Social media is huge. Get exposure of who you are, why you're the best, and what you can teach them. Ellie, thank you for commenting here. Me and my coworker started door knocking, and we have 2 listing appointments coming up. Sick. Well done. Telling you guys, door knocking works. Ellie, what area are you in? Just got my new book that we're reading in our coaching program, Give and Take. You guys haven't read that? Awesome book. But yes, anybody in the Orlando area or willing to travel to Orlando and have a business expense, hit the beach up, You guys really ought to come out to the question-based selling seminar. It's going to be on the 14th, I think we decided, of June. So other questions, you guys? We studied your scripts and made me more confident myself as a realtor. Awesome. Ali, I love it. I hope that it makes you better and better. Just keep practicing. Keep role playing. Sorry, I got a tickle in my throat. I'm trying to get rid of it with this cough drop. But really, it's all about practice. So you've got to get out there. I'm going to go find a drink. I'll be right back. Sorry, guys, coughing fit there just for a minute. But Ellie, if you'll master your scripts, you'll get more and more confident. The more training you get, the more that you understand the why behind it. There's no reason why you guys aren't taking 4 listings a week. And if your mindset's not where it should be, you've got to switch it. Because in reality, doing what we do, you get in front of enough people. You should be doing this consistently for at least 4 listings a week. So step up your game, set your goals higher, set your bars higher, and then get out and dominate this. This is not a super crazy hard task to do. It's just a matter of getting in front of people and asking them the right questions and closing them. And I know some of you are sitting there thinking, oh my gosh, that seems like it's so much. That's a lot of money. It is. But you just have to have the systems in place. So I was just talking to Alvin, one of our agents in LA, and he just took about $3 million worth of real estate listings this last week. And he's like, Duane, I just feel bombarded. I was like, why aren't you taking care of all of the busy work with assistants? He's like, I've got a VA. I was like, why isn't your transaction coordinator fielding all the calls? Why aren't you handling all of the other things with assistants so you can consistently keep knocking and take another $3 million in listings this week? He's like, I will, man. I will. And just reiterated back home to him how talented he is and what he's capable of doing. And I told him, I was like, even if you pay $5,000 a month, if you take $3 million in listing a week, look at the money you're making. That's $100,000. Would you pay $5,000 for someone to take all that off your plate so that you can then go produce $1 million? 100%. 100%. So go take that $1 million listing all day long and get people to take care of it for you. Jack, thanks for making a comment. Would you ever consider learning? Got a heart in front of the way. What's it say? I can't read what it says because I got an emoji or something in front of there. Let me see if I send a heart or something. Calor. What is that? What is Calor? I've never heard of it. Fill me in, Jack. Anybody want to role play while we're here? Anybody have questions that they want to ask? Hit me up. That's what this is all about. Sorry, wrong stream. No, you're good, bud. You're good. Guys, hit me up with any questions you have. That's why we're here. I want to make sure that you guys are coming and getting value from a door-to-door realm on why you need to be a door-to-door realtor, what you need to say, how you need to say it, and that you elevate your game to the next level. So remember, every Monday, 11 a.m. At 11 a.m. Mountain Standard, we're going to start doing these role play sessions. And I hope all you guys that keep texting me saying, hey, when's the next live? When's the next live? We'll be able to jump on with questions, have a desire to role play, not be scared, and be really ready to go learn. So Ellie, thank you for more questions. Would you avoid first-time home buyers? I cold called them all last year, and most of them don't have money and have a renter mentality from my experience. So Ellie, number one, I'm not cold calling. Why? Because you're dealing with a lot of other people that are cold calling. They've already had the scripts. All the low-hanging fruit oftentimes has been picked, and I don't feel like you're getting in front of people. So where I want you to target is homeowners already. People that are already in a home looking to upgrade. Get them in their first home and then move up. Now, if I have a first-time home buyer, absolutely, I'm going to close them, and then I'm going to sell them 2 more houses in the next 10 years. But I'm not going to just cold call first-time home buyers. If you're going to do that, hold an event. I've done that with lenders, and then I pitch about real estate. They talk about lending. We bring in pizza. That's awesome, but I'm not going to spend my time cold calling. Okay. Rick, thanks for your scripts. They're great. I'll be back again when I have time to role play. Just caught you by accident. Thanks for jumping on, Rick. Appreciate you. Jerry, is there any way I could use door knocking to get rental leads? If so, how? Now, what are you talking by rental leads? Are you talking about where you could rent your property out? Are you talking about getting people that are renting and selling them a house? What is your thoughts there? Ray, my New York guy. What about knocking on pre-foreclosure doors? Okay, here's the thing. Pre-foreclosures. What this tells me is you're driving from here to here to there to here. You're not going door to door. So you're going to waste a ton of time. An absolute ton of time. Sorry, people walking around my house. I've got a bunch of construction going on, and we knocked out the back of our house and added on a bunch of square footage, and so I've got a bunch of people in and out. But no, don't knock pre-foreclosures. Get out of your car and knock a neighborhood. Stay there. Be there for a week. Be there for 2 weeks. Make it consistent. Why is consistency important? Consistency creates confidence. Not only with you, but confidence in the neighborhood, confidence with the people looking out the window. They want to see you. They want to see you parked in the same spot. So for me, no, I'm not going to waste my time driving around and finding pre-foreclosures. Guys, I just want to sell real estate. I want to sell a lot of it. So get out and just go find the houses that are in front of you. And oftentimes when you're driving around, you're going to find excuses not to keep knocking. And I don't see you getting 50 to 75 contacts a day. And that's where you should be. Jerry, like what would be a good way to generate a lead of people looking to rent a house or an apartment? Jerry, I have no clue because I'm in the business of selling houses. I don't even want renters. I think they're dumb as a post for renting unless they're renting my property. Okay. If they're renting my property, then I post it on any of your classified ads, Craigslist, Facebook. Facebook's huge. Instagram's huge for posting listings. But if you're talking as an investor that's looking to find someone to rent your places, that's what I would tell you to do. Okay. And that's what I do with all of mine. I've got about 68 properties that I own, and that's how I generate my leads. But in reality, guess who does it for me? And this is something I need to teach you. Hire it out. Have the property manager do all that stuff for you. Okay. Other questions, guys? These are good questions. Come on, keep them coming. Keep them coming. Guys, I hope that you guys are learning some of the stuff from what we're teaching online on YouTube. I hope that, you're able to apply it. And I would tell you, if you're able to take some of our reels and post them and comment on them, we're going to start doing some giveaways of some free courses. As we start noticing people do that more, tag at Duane Richins, door-to-door realtor, at Jeremy Davis. And we're going to start giving out some free content. So if you want access to our website and some free courses, so post, tag us, do it frequently. And as you do that, we're going to start watching for who does it the most and reward you with some free content. So guys, look forward to doing that. Even a free consultation call one-on-one where I spend some time with you. I'm happy to do some of those things. But please take some time and post. If you're finding this channel wonderful, you're getting benefits out of it, take some time and just post one of your favorite reels, post one of your favorite videos that we've done, and then tag us at Duane Richins, door-to-door realtor, at Jeremy Davis, door-to-door real estate. I'm not sure what his handle is, but find him and make sure you're watching his stuff too. So here's another question. What are the requirements to join your team? And will you provide question-based selling training if we join your team? My man, that's like saying is mustard yellow? Of course, I'm going to provide question-based selling. That's all I do. That's all you should do. That's all I'm going to train you on is question-based selling. That is what this business is all about. Door to door is the way I do it because I get in front of the most people. But I have people use my stuff, question-based selling, on cold calling, on their sphere of influence. Once you learn question-based selling, you will print money, you guys. I'm telling you. Once you learn this art, you will print it. So, Soul HUD, text me right now your phone number, and I will get a hold of you right after this meeting, and let's talk to you about the team. Because our splits are cheaper than most brokerages. And we will help you grow like you'd never believe. So, Ellie, will you be doing a seminar in Vegas? I have not planned one in Vegas, but if people would come to Vegas for this seminar, I would put one on because that's a quick drive to me. It's a quick flight for me. I would love to do Vegas. I have a guy out of Vegas that just closed 2 deals off watching YouTube stuff. Stud, great guy, and reached out to me and told me thanks. But Vegas is a great market. So your team, will your team put me up? And can they get a bunch more people to come watch me, Ellie? If they will, I'd love to chat with you. Okay. And by put me up, what I'm saying is have me a place that I can host this event. I don't know if you're with Keller Williams or Coldwell Banker, Century 21, Remax, EXP, who you're with. Do they have a conference room where I can come and present? And anybody out there, if you guys can get me 40 to 50 people to come and get in front of, I will fly wherever and come do the seminar. So hit me up with that kind of stuff. You guys have my phone number. I've put it in the chat line multiple times. Ellie, I'd love to have you get a group together and have me come to Vegas. So that would be sweet. All right, there's a ton of people on here. What are the questions you have? Mr. Strong, bro. Love it. You caught me live. So what are you going to ask me? Are you going to jump on a live role play with me? Let's do it. I'm ready. Anybody? Questions? Who wants to role play? Ellie, make sure you reach out to me. I'd love to chat with you more about that. And Soul HUD, love to talk to you about our team stuff too. So make sure you connect with me after this. We'll see if it's a good fit for both of you guys. Mr. Strong, bro, dude, you can't be excited about finally catching me on here and not ask me any questions or jump on and role play with me. Come on, don't be scared, guys. This is supposed to be fun. We'll have a lot of fun of this. What I did at my question-based selling course, as I said, who is the biggest stud out there sales-wise? I want you to come up here. So I brought him up in front of everybody, and I had him sell me something. And it was way off the whack, but it was so cool because it shows the importance of question-based selling. So I asked him, I said, I live in Dallas, Texas. I live on a ranch. I drive a dually truck. I want you to sell me a Mini. Go. And guess what? He asked some questions and he started doing some different stuff, but eventually he picked a path and he went down that path. And as soon as that path wasn't the way I wanted to buy, he shut down. He says, I don't know where to go from here. And then I explained to the group why he was shut down. Because he picked a path and he went all the way down that path. And when that path led to a dead end, because it wasn't the way I wanted to buy, he was out. He didn't know where to go. And that's what happens to a lot of us as salespeople. So don't pick paths. Ask a lot of questions. Gather information. Use the information you get to be able to close the people. So, Mr. Strong, bro, if I wasn't still at work, I would leave you a full-time job to go all in June. Love it, dude. Well, we'd love to have you. So you let us know when you're ready to blow stuff up. Media Enterprise. Sorry for disturbing you. Did your neighbors tell you I would be coming by? So tell me what you mean by that. Because one thing I want you to know, Mr. Media Enterprise, I am not sorry to be bugging them. Why am I not sorry to be knocking on their door? Because they need me to come to their house. They need me to knock on their door. Don't you guys believe that most people need you? Do you think the average person out there knows real estate, knows interest rates, knows where the market's headed, knows why it's a good time to buy, sell, or invest in real estate right now, what the market's going to do over the next 5 years, has statistical data? Absolutely not. They need you. And when you knock on that door as if they need to talk to you, it's important to them, that's going to change your mindset. Don't ever be sorry to knock on their door. Okay, that starts you off on a bad foot. It's like, oh, yeah, you shouldn't be here. Of course I should be here. You guys need to come out here into my office and talk to me because my office is your doorstep. And you need to get that comfortable that your office is their doorstep. Okay? So huge mind shift there. Media enterprise, adapt that, use it. Got a listing from a FISBO yesterday. Sick, dude. Way to go. Ellie, don't assume you're disturbing them. Well done. Yes, they totally need you. Totally need you. Your videos for training. Not sure where you're headed from there, media. Guys, what other questions do you have? What other things can I help you with that's going to add value back to your business? I'm going to go for another 4 or 5 minutes unless we start getting into some good stuff. Then I'll go for an hour. What does your research consist before knocking a neighborhood? You need to be the expert. So you need to know when the homes were built. You need to know what they sold for when they were built. You need to know how much equity is in there, what they're selling for now. You need to know about any development that's happening, any new roads, any new commercial real estate that's going to add value. You need to know when the last home was sold. You need to know how many days on market it was, price per square foot. And guys, this isn't hard. Just gather a little bit of data, have it down, and then use statistical data from, just general real estate knowledge. Over the last 25 years, what was the average interest rate? 8.1%. How much were interest rates back in the early 80s? They went as high as 19%. What should a steady economy be for an interest rate? If we had a good economy, 7.1%. So why in the world are people waiting for a 4%? We only saw those once. 3%, only saw those once. What were interest rates like back when we had the crash in 2008? Almost 7%. Just have some knowledge, guys. Be experts in the field. Okay. Got some more stuff coming in here. Solhud, does the neighborhood have to have a percentage of turnover rate, or can you knock on lower? My man, you guys, you just look for stuff that's going to be starter homes. Condos and townhomes are always going to have high turnover because people cannot have multiple kids and stay in them. People buy those because they're cheap. People don't like people below them, above them, to the side of them. They don't like HOAs. Does that make sense? So they're not going to stay there. They're not going to stay there at all. So that being said, get into those neighborhoods and help upgrade them. Okay? They're always going to have higher turnover. And if you can't do starter homes in your area, condos and townhomes, because of no soliciting laws in your state, get into starter homes where there's no HOA and go pound the heck out of them and help them upgrade. I love the fact that you said in a previous video that nobody ever moves because of rates. They always move because of a deeper reasoning. They do. I mean, they don't care about rates. That's why door-to-door real estate is recession-proof. I could care less what the market's doing. All I'm looking for is those people that are moving or had babies or, that are making more money now, going through a divorce, had a death in the family. Guys, there's lots of things are moving because of work. Lots of things that spark a real estate transaction. It has nothing to do with just rates. Okay. Are 50 plus only condos good to knock? No. Why? Because it's a senior community. Now, I shouldn't say 50-year-olds are seniors because I'm almost 45. But if they're in a condo community, an older condo community, are they going to move? Why did they move there in the first place? So, in my opinion, not a great place to go. Okay. What's the approach when I knock on unexpired? Is it the same script you use normal? No, because you're knocking on expired, right? Hey, my name is Duane. I noticed you guys have a listing that expired. Tell me what happened. Why didn't it sell in your mind? Do you feel like your real estate agent did his job? What things would you have liked to have seen differently? Are you guys still looking to sell your house? Okay, there's a bunch of questions to get you started, my man. Does that help? Cool. All right, guys, what else? Other questions? Guys, I'd love to chat with you more individually from a personal standpoint. If you're looking to grow your business to a massive level, love to connect with you. Love to get you in a live seminar. Love to let you guys see us in action. We went for 4.5 hours on question-based selling in Atlanta this last week. It was awesome. Sorry about my coughing fits, guys. What else? Tell me what questions you guys have. Give it another couple minutes here, or if someone wants to jump on and do a role play. Thoughts of carrying a firearm or door knocking can be sketchy in some places. Yes, it can. So I have a concealed weapons license. I've never packed on doors. Main reason is it's hard for me to conceal it in dress pants if I tuck in a shirt and have a belt. And the last thing you want to do is have it down around your ankle and have somebody see a gun if you sit down at an appointment. So be careful with that kind of stuff. I'm big into concealed weapons licenses and all of that. And if you can find a way to carry it, if you're okay having your shirt untucked, you could carry one. Just be safe. If you feel like it's too sketchy of a neighborhood to be in, don't be in it. If you're a woman and can carry a purse all day long, okay? Rachel, welcome. So yes, if you have the ability to conceal it well to where it's not going to be like, hey, I'm carrying a gun around here, then yes, for sure, I would pack one. LOL. That has never happened to you on an accident with an ankle holster. No, it has not. Thank goodness. Yes, I've been worried though. That's why I didn't. I even got boots and was wearing boots at one point so I can conceal a weapon that way. But in reality, the places I've knocked, it shouldn't be something that's sketchy. And if it's sketchy, find someplace else, man. Unless you're in a city that's full of sketch and that's where you live, then it is what it is. You ever been chased by a dog? Dog question. Okay, I'm going to throw this out here first. I'm a dog lover. Okay, now don't get mad at me. I got in trouble because on a YouTube I said stupid dog, right? And I was talking about when you knock on the door and the dog sits there and yaps, and it's these ones that are about yay tall, and they sit there and yap like crazy. And I was like, you can't get the dumb dog or the stupid dog to show up. I had somebody write me a message and yell at me for saying stupid dog. So I got to be careful here. Here's what I'm going to tell you, and people don't get mad at me. Have you guys heard of that ultrasonic sound that goes up really high pitched where humans can't hear it and you push a button? It's used to cause dogs to stop barking. They work fabulous door to door. So if you've got dogs that are coming after you, you push that button. Awesome. 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 Also, you go to a door and you got a yapper, push that button. Awesome again. Awesome again. Because then you can actually talk to the homeowner. Don't get mad at me for saying that, guys, because I do. I love dogs, but just make sure. Ellie, we found a dead body knocking the other day. We called the cops. Crazy. Ellie, what in the world's happening in Vegas? Good crime. Maybe I don't want to come down there and do a presentation. If you're finding dead bodies, that is nuts. You guys, I've knocked a lot of doors. I've knocked for 15 years. I've got stories. In fact, I ought to include some of those in the book that I'm writing. It's crazy. It's crazy. You will always find really, really cool things to talk about. I've had people open the door naked. I've had them open in a towel. I've had people doing stuff they shouldn't be right in front of the front door. And you look through the door window and you go, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? And have to turn around and walk away blushing. Bottom line is, I know you're laughing right now. I've been invited into the house and I have to step over piles of dog poop. So yes, you guys, you are going to find so much crazy stuff when you knock doors, and just stories from people that are drunk to people that tell you way too much. And you're like, okay, let's talk about real estate. Let's move on here. And honestly, you're going to know more about every neighborhood than you want to know, and more than every homeowner knows prior to getting in that neighborhood. So just get prepared for that. So you found the homeowner dead. Ugh, bad deal. Everybody's curious now all about the dead body. That's crazy. What other questions, guys? Hit me up. Anyone want to role play? Rachel, you're in Cali, right? Sweet, sweet, sweet. Well, guys, I'm telling you, there's tons of business to be had. My agent I was talking about that just put up $3 million last week under contract on listings. He's in LA, and your price point's phenomenal. In fact, he asked me today, he's like, Duane, I just found some townhomes. They're like 1.1. I'm like, oh my gosh, sign me up. Go knock some $1.1 million townhomes, and they're going to buy for 1.6. Holy cash, man. You are living at the bank with that thing, cashing those fatty checks, because you should be able to knock a pile of those out. Tons of people are transitioning, just good stuff. What's your response to people that said they moved in just 6 months ago? It's a hard sell, Mr. Strongbro. It's a hard sell because in reality, if they just moved in 6 months ago, it's going to be hard to get them to move immediately. So I would try to target your neighborhoods where it's not a brand new move in. Anything over a year, I'm good with, because you can ask them, is this your forever home? I know you've only been here a year, but is this your forever home? And oftentimes they're not. And one of the main reasons they're not is a lot of these places that are new construction, they got, hold on, I got a Chico, California coming in. Hello, it's Duane. Rachel, I'm so glad you called. Hold on just a second. I'm going to finish this thought and then we'll do a role play. Okay. So with people that are, I just lost my train of thought. Got so excited that somebody finally called me. What were we talking about? Oh, dang it. Anyway, I lost focus there, guys. We're going to do a role play. Rachel's here. I'm going to put her on speaker. Rachel, what is some of the stuff you're struggling with in your business that you want to get better at?
Okay, well, I'm brand new. I'm not even licensed yet, but
Okay.
I took your reverse selling course.
Okay.
And so I've been practicing with some of your scripts with my husband. I should have my license in about June, depending on how quickly the Department of Real Estate gets an application.
Cool.
But in the meantime, I'm just practicing. So
awesome.
I'm kind of studying the neighborhood, thinking where I'm going to look. So I don't know yet what kind of objections I'm going to get. Cool.
So I'm going to give you one of the most common objections that most people are getting right now. Okay. So let's go ahead and knock on my door. Let's roll through it.
Okay. Knock, knock.
Hey, how can I help you?
Hi, my name's Rachel. I'm a local real estate agent. Did your neighbors tell you I was going to stop by?
No, they haven't.
Okay, well, there's a lot of exciting things happening in the real estate industry right now, and so I'm just talking to folks in your neighborhood. Have you guys had any thoughts of buying or selling real estate?
I mean, we have, but now is not the right time for us.
Okay, why isn't not a good time for you?
We just feel like the rates are so high. I mean, we're sitting at a 7% interest rate right now, and prices are still crazy.
What interest rate did you say you're sitting at?
About 7%.
About 7%, yeah. Is that your current loan, or
yeah,
that's just where the rates are?
No, where the rates are.
Okay, got it. If you could upgrade into your next property and still save money, even with where the rates are at now, would you be interested in that?
No, I don't think that's possible.
Okay. So what if I was able to show you how we could use equity in your home and get you into the next house you and your family are trying to move into?
Yeah, if I take the equity, I'm just going to dump it into the other house. And I've thought about that, but it's still the same problem. The rates are too high, and we're going to be upgrading to like a $1.8 million house. And good crime, 2% interest rate's massive on a 1.8.
Right. Yeah, that's exciting. Wow, that is an upgrade. That's really exciting for you and your family. There's some beautiful properties. Well, tell me, when do you think the rates are going to come down?
Probably the next year.
Next year. Okay. Yeah, that's not bad. How much do you think the rates are going to come down?
I think they'll come down quite a bit. I think we'll see the 5s again. I don't think we'll see 4s, but I think we'll see 5. And if we see 5, I'll jump.
Oh yeah, awesome. I'm with you. I don't see it going below 5 probably, but I think 5 is a reasonable number. So if you were to move right now, just hypothetically, if you were to move right now, do you think you would be able to refinance in 2 years when those rates came down?
Oh, for sure. But yeah, it's just too much money. And I think prices are going to continue to drop down.
Oh, got it. What makes you think prices are going to come down?
Well, people can't afford it. I mean, last year was the lowest number of real estate sales since 1963. And so
That's true.
People are not buying. So I think, as homes sit on the market longer, prices will continue to come down.
Yeah, that is true. And despite the low number of inventory that we have here in Sonoma County, the home prices actually really remained steady. And I think that that's because there's a lot of buyers like you that are sitting on the sidelines and waiting to take action. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay, let's pause right there. Let's pause.
All of the buyers like you decide to, make that move once the rates drop.
Okay, let's pause and go back, because right now you're about 3.5 minutes into the conversation.
Okay.
Now, I've been super nice as far as a homeowner. Most homeowners aren't going to give you 3 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, so we go back to your first objection. The first objection is rates are too high and prices are too high. I've got to wait. Mm-hmm. What should be the first question you ask at that point?
Rates are too high. I didn't ask when do you think rates are going to come down. I came to that later.
You came to that later, which was a great question. Okay. Why was it a great question?
Because then I can start working with some real ideas of numbers on how much they're going to save if they wait for 2 years, or how much cheaper it'll be if they wait 2 years versus how much they could save if they acted now and refinance.
You got it. So now let's tick through that. Okay. So if I say rates are going to drop by 2% in 2 years, how much money is that on a 1.8? And you can just take a stab at it.
Okay, so I'm trying to learn this math. I have a spreadsheet. So every 2% for 100,000 is about $120 a month. Is that right?
Okay. You are doing better than I am. I would have just taken a number and said, so how much would that save you? I would turn it on them to come up with a number. Okay. So you don't have to come up with a number, and I'm always going to over exaggerate that number. So if they came in and said, I think it's going to save me about $900 a month. I said, let's just jump that to $2,000 a month, shall we? $2,000 a month.
Yeah.
Okay. How much is that over the next year? How much would that cost you?
$24,000.
Okay. How about if we do it over 2 years?
$48,000.
You got it. So $48,000. Now, tell me what you think the market's like right now. Do you think it's a buyer's market or seller's market?
It's more of a buyer's market.
Okay. Why do you say that?
Well, because even though we don't have a ton of inventory, there still seems to be kind of the houses are sitting a little bit longer because there's just not quite as many buyers out there making offers.
No, you're spot on. So if houses sit longer, what does a buyer tend to be able to do?
Negotiate down.
Okay.
Negotiate down the price.
So on a $1.8 million home, how much do you think I can negotiate down?
Oh, I would say at least, I'd say 100,000.
Okay. That'd be awesome. And also, do you think I could get them to pay closing costs?
Yeah.
Okay. And when repairs come up, do you think I could get repairs?
Yeah, definitely repairs, especially at that price point. People are kind of expecting it to be tip top.
So how much is closing costs on a $1.8 million house, do you think?
Oh, at least, 75,000.
You're about 2% of purchase price. So you're going to be about $36,000.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, so you're not counting 2%. You're not counting commissions in that?
No, well, I'm the buyer. right? When I'm purchasing.
Okay, I see.
And so, it would only be about 2%.
So for the buyer side, yeah. 2%.
You got it.
So
yep.
36,000.
So I'm gonna have the seller pay my closing costs. So $36,000 there. If I can negotiate 100,000, that's 136. And let's just say I could get $10,000 in repairs. That's $146,000.
Yeah.
Okay. Just for being in a buyer's market. Now let's flip that a little bit. What happens if rates drop to that 5% mark? Do you think it's going to still stay a buyer's market?
No, then I think that the prices are going to go up a lot.
Okay. So tell me what that means. Do you think we'll be able to negotiate a purchase price?
No, I think there's going to be multiple offers. I think people are going to be overbidding.
So if there was a bidding war, how much do you think you'd have to pay over price? Because I agree with you. I think we're going to get bidding wars again.
I mean, I think a 1.8 would go up to at least another $200,000 if it was that kind of market, if not more.
Okay. So I agree with you. I think you're going to be looking at least 100. Let's just say 100, right? For easy math, let's just say $100,000. Can you get closing costs in a seller's market? Are they going to pay your closing costs?
No.
Are they going to give you repairs?
No.
So we just lost another $36,000.
Yeah.
So in the grand scheme of things, if you look at what you're going to gain, which we decided was $148,000, and on the other side, you're then going to lose $148,000. This is almost $300,000. Now, Rachel, I got a deal for you. I'm going to write you a check for $48,000 that you would have lost in interest by buying sooner if you'll write me a check for $300,000.
Okay.
Deal of a lifetime, right?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Well, that's what most buyers are doing right now. They're waiting on the sideline, waiting for this to happen, and it's going to cost them a ton more. That's 6 times more than what they're going to pay in interest, and they could refinance. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. It makes perfect sense.
So, I mean, tell me what you're thinking after knowing these different details.
Well, knowing these different details, I am thinking we should figure out where our equity is at in our house right now and start looking around what's on the market.
Okay, I've got to ask you a couple more questions, though. Okay. If it's a buyer's market, are you going to be able to have a contingent to sell? Because you have this house you got to sell, right?
Yeah. At that price, I think people still are getting away with contingent to sell. Yeah.
Okay. How much inventory is on the market right now?
Or like more mid-range, not as much.
Okay.
It depends. Just depends.
So that being said, Rachel, if right now you were to decide to buy, how much more inventory do you have to look at, and how much more picky can you be on the home you decide to buy?
Well, I think there's definitely more, to choose from now than during COVID when things were just flying off the shelves. Yeah, I think before people were just getting 10 offers, first day on the market, and now we, think that there's some stuff that's sitting around that we could consider and see what kind of offer we could make.
Totally agree with you. So at this point, I mean, do you feel like you could send me 3 homes that you feel like are top 3 of all the ones you've looked at?
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah, we like to check out what's on Zillow. So
great. Now I don't know if you have a local MLS. If you do, I'm going to steer you away from Zillow at this point. But okay. I don't want them on Zillow. Why don't we want them on Zillow, you guys?
Oh, they could get wrangled into another realtor.
You got it. And most of Zillow stuff's outdated. It's a lead source. I've found homes that are 10 years old on Zillow that sold 10 years ago.
Wow.
Okay. So steer them away from that. Remind them that, hey, Zillow sells leads to real estate agent. So if you get on there and you put in any information, you're going to get bombarded with about 50 realtors calling you.
Yeah.
Because they sell that lead off. Also, a lot of their stuff's outdated because they want to bring in as many people as they can. And so make sure you're careful with a lot of those things. Where I would tell you to go look
I just
is this
realized
place.
once I do get my license, there is a service called Real Scout that people use where it's kind of you can send it to them and they basically search the MLS through that, but you can see what their activity is.
Okay. That's good too. Yep, that's good too. We have UtahRealEstate.com. You have the Flex MLS in Georgia. Those are the 2 states that I'm a broker in. But bottom line is you want to steer them to where they want to go. You want to get them to go look at houses. You want to get them to build out, their favorites and send them to you. That's what shows their interest level. Now I'm going to go back to the role play. How much talking did I do when you and I were role playing?
How much what?
How much talking did I do?
I would say when you're explaining the math a little bit, but then I don't know, it's kind of you got me thinking too. I don't know. It's hard for me to remember, honestly.
I want you, and usually when I do my role play sessions with you guys, I always record it on the phone, but because we're live, I can't record it. But one thing I would do is go play that back. Even when I was asking you about the math, I was asking you how much it was. Then the next thing was, okay, let's say it's this much. How much is that over this much time? So in reality, I'm still just asking you questions.
You're right. You're still kind of putting the spotlight on me to sort of think through these things.
So if you go back and you look at how many questions I ask you, I probably asked you 30 to 40 questions without you even knowing it.
Yeah.
Because that was the whole thing.
And when you get to the end there, so say they do have some interest. And I've heard you use this line a lot, like send me a few homes to look at, or could you send me a few homes to look at? Are you also trying to schedule like another meeting when the spouse is there?
No. If they're ready to sell me homes, I'll meet the spouse at the door at that house we're going to go see. Right? Close them. Just close them. And if you can get them looking at houses, it's game over. I mean, it really is, because then they get excited about the new and shiny. They're excited about the new house. They see the pathway, which they didn't see before, on how to make it happen. And once they do that, you guys, it's game over.
Okay.
It's game over. They're buying a house, and you're going to buy and sell out of it.
All right. Awesome.
You're awesome, Rachel. I'm glad you called in. Mr. Strongbro said, Rachel is unlicensed, but she's sharp as a blade, and you are. You sound like you've been doing your homework. And so it's awesome. Rachel's going to join our coaching program. I'm excited to have her because I think we're going to turn her into a massive killer agent.
Definitely.
So I've talked to her a couple times on the phone.
Thanks, Duane.
Thanks for calling in, Rachel.
For your lives.
Okay, Monday, 11 a.m. Mountain Standard.
Awesome.
Okay, we'll see you then.
All right, bye.
Bye. All right, guys, that's what it's all about. That's why we do these. That's why we jump on. That's why we do lives, is because we can learn. Mr. Strongbro said, really good lesson for me there. Listen twice as much as you speak. Keep the questions short and sharp. 100%. You should not be asking long questions. And they should be doing all of the talking, because she exposed herself the whole time on why she needed to do real estate now. She told me why the market was shifting, what the market was going to do, what would happen if interest rates drop, how much prices would go up. She told me all of the details I needed to close her, because she was closing herself with every question she answered. Guys, this is the art of question-based selling. If you guys want to join me in Orlando on the 14th of June, I'm going to go over this for about 4 hours, and we're going to go in deep detail about it. So love to see you there if you guys can make it. Any last questions, guys, before we jump off? We've hit about the hour mark, and I don't want to keep you much longer. I'm going to jump on Instagram with Jeremy and do a quick live there. But any other questions you guys have? Bob, hello from Canada. How do you deal with spouse when you have come to the appointment for the listing appointment? So if you've already talked to one of them, Bob, you've got to prep the one you talk to not to say anything to the spouse. Because here's what happens. I just spent a whole bunch of time with Rachel explaining all this stuff to her. Rachel, how much of that do you remember verbatim? Because I asked her and she goes, I can't remember what I said. 100%. That's going to happen. And she's even an agent, or soon to be an agent. The spouse will not be able to verbally tell the other one what you learned. So you've got to prep them, because what they're going to do is they're going to say, hey, Duane came by from EXP. Man, he says we need to move. whatever, whoever the spouse was, or the husband or wife that just came home from work, they're like, we're not moving. It's not the right time. And I don't want to talk to him. And so the majority of the time when you show up to that appointment, they're either stone cold because they don't believe a word you said because the other spouse murdered it, or they don't answer the door. So here's what you say. You tell them, hey, can you repeat back to me what I just told you about for the last 15 or 20 minutes? Do you have the statistical data? No. Cool. Here's what I'm going to ask you to do. When your spouse comes home, just say, hey, Duane from EXP came by, and oh my gosh, this guy was sharp and has so much information about the real estate market. I was so impressed, and I want you to listen to what he thinks the market's going to do. All educational, honey. Just listen to what Duane has when he comes by with an open mind. Can you do that for me, please? That's it. Just ask them to ask their spouse to listen to me because of how much you learned. And that goes miles, man. That goes miles. So, Bob, make sure you're prepping the spouse on the door for those appointments, and you'll do a lot better because you won't come in with a complete stone cold, hey, dude, why are you at my house? Why did you talk to my spouse into letting me come? And now you're wasting my time. They'll actually care to hear what you have to say. I hate getting the well. I need to talk to my wife about it. And then you never hear from them again. And that part of that's either you didn't have them sold, Mr. Strongbro, or they did a horrible job explaining why that you're coming back. Okay. If it's a decision maker and you can tell it's a decision maker, it's probably because you didn't do a good enough job with your questions. Okay. You got busy telling and not selling. Mark King, what's your experience with hiring outside sales for door-to-door or inside sales reps for cold calling? Mark, we've got guys on my team that has a VA that dials for them. He's closed deals on it, and VAs are cheap. I've got a connection if you guys want to use some of our resources because of the number of agents following our channel. I can hook you guys up at $8 an hour for a VA that's phenomenal. So if you want to go that route, you could. I personally don't have anybody dial for me. And as far as the door-to-door sales rep, that's me. I'm experienced. I'm the closer. I'm getting in front of their face. I'm asking them the right questions. And then from there, once I have them ready to go, I use showing assistance and transaction coordinating and all the assistants to take care of it. But I'm the closer. That's what I make the big bucks for. So Mark, that's where I hang my hat is I am the closer. I am the one that is taking care of the business, and then I'm passing it off to assistants to handle. Make sense? Okay, other questions? I've got 2.5 minutes, guys. I'm going to lock it up at 1 hour. Thoughts, comments, jokes, anything. Let's hear it. All right, it's getting cold, guys. I appreciate you guys getting on today, though. I really appreciate your feedback. And like I said earlier, any of you guys out there that are willing to share some of our reels and content, I want to get more exposure to a lot more real estate agents out there because I really feel like they need this. And I feel like this will change their business. If you will comment or share our reels, our videos, and tag Jeremy and I in it, we're going to do a free giveaway at the end of the month for whoever has done the most shares. It's going to be awesome, guys. So make sure that you're taking the time to do that. And we can even do some free consults for you, some individual coaching. So we're going to give away some cool stuff. So make sure that you're taking the time to share some of this, comment a lot, and get it out to everybody. Where did we lose track? There we go. Rachel, quick question for you. Go ahead, Zach. Let me have it, brother. And Rachel says, I don't think anyone's doing this in my market. Of course they're not, Rachel. No one does it. That's why door-to-door is so fabulous. No one does this. Diplesh, what will be your reply when they say we just bought 2 years ago and we are okay for now? Easy question. Diplesh, Priya, you're just going to say, is this your forever home? If they say yes, you don't have a ground to stand on, but they're not trained to say yes. Most of them will say no, but we'll probably be here for another 5 years. If we could save you a bunch of money by moving sooner, would you consider it? That starts the pitch. If they say no, see ya, I'm out. Okay. If they say, yeah, if we could save a bunch of money by doing it sooner, show me how. right? Then you go ahead and go through the system. Ray, consider it done. You're a true blessing. Thanks, brother. Dude, I appreciate anybody out there that's having a good experience. I honestly love hearing when people reach out and say, we just got our first listing. We just picked up, our first deals door to door. William, that's in my coaching program now, he literally closed 2 deals, and that's what gave him the money to be able to jump into coaching. And now he's just crushing it. The guy has closed a ton of deals. He's the one that just bought the Toyota Tacoma and paid cash for it. He's on pace to close 75 homes this year. And by the way, he's a rookie agent, first year. So money. Rachel, yes, you've been putting out great content. Thanks, Rachel. Appreciate you. Loved our conversations. Strong bro, haven't talked to a local realtor that door knocks or cold calls yet. Of course you haven't. Like I said, guys, this is why we do it. We are baller agents. We outperform the rest. We're smarter than the rest. We out hustle everybody else. That's why my leaderboards are sick. My top 3 every week have people under contract. And not in your local brokerage do you go in and find people producing every week. That is a standard in my coaching program and on my team. You will be producing every week because we are the best. We outperform the rest. And we do have way better training and better knowledge to get you guys on top. And that's what we thrive to do every week. So yeah, absolutely right, Mr. Strong Bro. Ellie, going door knocking right now. Thanks for the refresh. You got it, Ellie. I want you to text me, remember, so I can come to Vegas, and I want to hear how you did tonight. So I hope you took down my phone number and text me. Zach, what do you tell yourself before you go to each door? Honestly, when I first started, it was, you're going to laugh. Don't screw this up, dude. Don't screw this up. But the better you get at this, the more confident you will get. Just, hey, I'm going to get this one. I'm going to get this one. I'm going to get this one. But at first it was like, dude, don't screw this up. And then I would laugh as I walked away from the door and, fix what I did wrong, record your conversation so you know what to change and what to do. But don't be scared of screwing up, you guys. Have the right mindset. Know that they need you. Know that they need your information. Know that you're not bothering them. So, Zach, go to the door as you are a baller. And what did you say your 3 top main points to cover when you're going to each door? You got to cover market on every door. You got to cover interest rates on every door. And you've got to, most importantly, you've got to cover their desire. You've got to see why they feel like it would be good for them to buy, sell, or invest in real estate. And if you can cover those 3 things, game over. Imani Jones, dude, call me. I'd love to chat with you. 801-243-4544. To break it down to you, if you sell 1 house in my program, you'll pay for my coaching program. So we have different packages. We have role play packages if you just want to do that. You can join my team. That doesn't cost you anything to join my team and get our coaching that way. So there's lots of opportunity, however you do it. I just put my number in the chat again. That's for you, Ellie. You said you were going to do this. I'm going to hold you to it. I want to hear how you do tonight. And then I want to set something up for me to come to Vegas. Zach, love to hear how you do tonight. Text me. Let me know. Just say, hey, this is Zach from the live. I just went out and knocked, and here's my experience. I'm going to kill your name. Sarbjot. I just joined real estate in Australia. Been out there every single day. Feel like this is at least 1 deal out there every day, but I haven't been able to close it yet. Dude, just keep working. I've got people in Singapore in our coaching program, you guys, that are killing it. So don't feel like even if you're in Australia that we can't dive in and help you. I'd love to help you get going, and I know that we can help you be successful. Guys, we've trained way too many people that have been crazy successful. I can give you a list of people in my coaching program that are absolutely murdering it that you could call and ask them what we've taught them, how we've taught them, how much value they see in our program. Most of them are paying for boot camps. I'm doing a boot camp in June. So if you guys want to come and hike in Zion, go wake surfing with us and do a ton of training door to door, hit me up. It's covering food, lodging, everything, but we're going to do a ton of training. That's going to be in June. So come to our mastermind. That would be awesome. Rachel, also, I love talking about praying to help you through. Praise God. Absolutely. There's countless times that I have said a prayer to, hey, just help me find someone that's interested. Help me find someone that'll listen. And you'd be amazed at how many times after you say prayers like that, they are heard and you pick somebody up. So Rachel, love the comment. That's awesome. Strong bro, just curious. It is a month by month or a one-time fee. Because you do it either way. So it's a month by month. There's a year contract on a lot of my stuff. Reason being is you have to dive in and go hard at this. And I don't want someone that's going to come in and do it for a month and go, oh, door to door is too hard for me. And I've seen it. I've had people join my program within a month. They're just like, door to door is too hard. It's like, this isn't about door to door. This is about learning to question-based sell. And I don't care how you do it. But the people that struggle in my program are the people that don't work, the people that are doing 7 contacts a week. And there are people out there that talk to one person a day, 7 days a week, and they expect to do well in real estate. I'm going to tell you right now, if you join my program and do that, you're going to fail. If you stay on your own, you're going to fail. The main reason 90+% of agents are out of the industry within the first year is because they don't know what they're doing and they don't put forth the effort. Guys, the days are over when you're just going to rely on friends and family to build your business. Quit relying on friends and family to build your business. Get out there and hustle, find new clients. And when a friend or family member calls you for real estate, count it as a blessing and move forward. But go earn their trust by producing a lot of real estate other ways. So Strong Bro, hit me up. We'd love to get you on our team. There's no cost to that. And guys, once again, I'm over that 100 and I'm an hour and 6 minutes right now. It's been fabulous talking to you guys. Once again, I love you guys being on the show. I love the energy you guys bring. I love your heart. You guys have hearts of gold that are just pushing hard. You're gaining training. You're getting out. You're hitting the doors. You're knocking the doors. You're doing the hard work that other people won't. That's the community I love to be around. So you guys give me energy each and every day that I get to do this with you. So thanks. Thanks for being here, guys. Have a great day, and we look forward to chatting with you soon. See you guys. Oh, live. Amani, call me. Our live is Monday at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So make sure you save that in your phone. But Amani, I'm looking for a phone call from you and from Ellie. And then there's one other person that's going to call me. Zach, you got to check in tonight after doors. But make sure, Amani, you call me. And Sarva, if you have more questions about joining us from Australia, hit me up. All right, guys. Good night.